So the next thing, it's not even a work in progress really. It's kind of the outline of an idea which some of us will be working on developing as we go. And I'll just kind of preface the whole thing. So mainly working as a musician, and this project was coming together, the first thing I thought would be interesting to do was to Google fairy music. And we're going to play you a video now, and this is one of the things which appeared. There you go. So, on seeing that, I was like, well, I kind of see there's a fairy connection loosely. Not quite sure how that was tied in Google, but their algorithms are a dark art. And so I thought, well, that's interesting. That's kind of Fairies is obviously an American propaganda video from the Second World War. So I thought, well, fairies in the Second World War, what was going on? And as I started to look into it, the figure of Hugh Dowding kept cropping up. I don't know whether anyone knows him. No? No takers on Hugh Dowding? Well, he was let's get this right, he was the Air Chief Marshal in charge of fighter commands during the Battle of Britain. Now, he was a fully paid up member of the Fairy Investigation Society. Not a well-known fact. Heavy vegetarian, a strong pusher of animal rights, believed in reincarnation. So he basically was the man in charge of winning the Battle of Britain, at which point the RAF kind of, I think, took him to one side and sort of moved him into a bit of a backroom job because of some of the views he was coming out with to do with fairies, the afterlife, all this kind of stuff. Anyway, so we've got this figure of Hugh Dowding, and you start looking into it. Fairies, sometimes called gremlins, in the RAF aircraft. There's stories in German aircraft, American aircraft as well. Some of them go back to the First World War even. There's some references there. And so I thought it would be interesting to look into that story, this character of Hugh Dowding leading all this battle at the same time as kind of having this belief fairies were involved in the goings on. So then I thought, well, it'd be interesting also to look at the elements of battles with fairies. And I came across a battle which cropped up in a few places, although maybe not that well known. The Fairies and Pixies battle on the Devon and Somerset borders. Looking into that now, so we can't go into much more detail. And the plan is to try and pull these two battles together as they're going on. So, and what hopefully we're going to create at the end is a kind of stage performance. We're going to have Hugh Dowding, or a character representing Hugh Dowding, who is going to be narrating entries from his journal, discussing his views on the war and what's going on. We're also going to have another narrator who's going to be the king of the fairies, leading this battle. By this point, the fairies will be up in the skies with the aeroplanes. There's kind of a proxy war going on. I'll leave it at that, and we'll see how we get on. Watch this space.